You had arrived at the Blood Riders' camp and could see the kidnapped frost giant Burley in a cage at the back. The bandits seemed relaxed and the smell of roasting pheasants and warm glow of the fire were welcoming. Rodri withdrew into the nearby bushes to observe. Tiberius and Hecate stealthily made their way around the outside of the camp, trying to get closer to Burley's cage. And Atticus arranged for a distraction, staggering into the camp, still wounded from his fight with the Etins, and pleading for help, feigning the character of a lost explorer. The Blood Riders were wary of Atticus, but seemed to take him at his word. They did, however, bind his hands and remove his weapons as a precaution, and took him into their camp for food. Meanwhile, Tiberius's propensity for direct action was getting the better of him. A guard, attracted by the noise of his movement, wandered out of the camp, and Tiberius attacked, hoping to take him out quickly. Unfortunately, the guard survived the swift attack and shouted out an alert. Several of the guards in the camp moved to the area, and a deadly fight began. Seeing what had happened, Rodri began to move out of cover and fling bolts of shining solar energy into the fray. Atticus summoned his weapons into his hands, cutting deeply into the nether regions of the guard that was standing over him. Hecate brought down magical sticky webs over the camp, restraining several guards, then led another on a merry chase before unleashing a fireball. Tiberius was a ball of furry death, dispatching the first guard, leaping on top of the wooden cage holding Burley, then diving down into the fray, a blur of teeth and claws. The battle was on a knife edge. Several guards were taken down, but Tiberius and Atticus were becoming badly wounded in the close quarter fighting. Rodri charged into the camp, healing his friends with the power of the sun and doing what he could to fight back against the Blood Riders. Tiberius was surrounded, but was giving as good as he got. The blood frenzy was beginning to take him over, however, and he could no longer tell from friend from foe as the battle lust took him. Finally, Burley the Frost Giant joined the skirmish, smashing his way out of his cage and using an unfortunate guard as a club. However, the giant's intervention was not enough. The fight remained on a knife edge. Things were starting to get desperate. Hecate decided to try something different. She summoned the power of the weave, and using her strange ability to create living objects, she animated a second cage, which raced across the camp like a hungry swine, gobbling up most of the remaining Blood Riders. It was the turning point, and you finally managed to dispatch the remaining Blood Riders. Tiberius's bloodlust left him, thanks to the ministrations of Hecate and Rodri. After resting up, you began to talk to your prisoners. Skarn, the leader of the Blood Riders, made a deal with you. He told you could find the archdruid Alwynos at the nearby moonwell of the scattered timberland, and further, that Skarn was under the employ of the king's brother, Asher. You kept to the deal and allowed Skarn to leave, and completed your rest, wondering whether to return to Burley's mother or continue your search for Alwynos. So, that's where you find yourself. Still in the camp of the Blood Riders. There's 3 of them are prisoners in the cage. They seem resigned to their fate, and you're all now rested up.
I was just thinking, if we do let them go, we've still got the body of one of their leaders, the woman, that we could take back with us. I think we were supposed to bring back some proof as well.
Yeah, I'll go and cut her head off. It's just easier to carry her head than the body.
Okay, you go and start sawing the head.
Is
off
she
the
dead
human
already?
corpse. Yeah, she's dead. You've got 3 Blood Rider bandits in the cage.
I guess we take these prisoners back.
So, what we do now, friends?
To go see your mum.
Oh, goody.
And then
See if we can catch up with the druid on the way. I don't know where Scarn said he was.
If you remember, Scorn told you he last saw the druid heading off to the Moonwell, which was a couple of hours' ride directly to the west, and he pointed out the direction to you before he left.
it's only a couple of hours ride rather than us heading back across the mountains. Just thinking before we head back to the court and unveil the treachery of the Queen's. Sorry, is it the Emperor's brother or the Queen's brother?
King's brother.
King's brother. Because that's quite a few days ride back. I just think a couple of hours we could go and maybe talk to the druid, perhaps. What would say the party?
Well,
Rather than having to come all the way back out again.
What, you want to take Burley with us?
Well, Burley knows the way back to his mum. He can take the prisoners.
You're going to let him wander off by himself?
He's harder than the rest of us.
I can wait here for you friends to come back.
Okay.
I can keep guard.
We're only going to be a couple of hours. Well, for
Well,
half a day at the most.
why don't you come with us, Burley?
I would suggest heading into the woods and finding somewhere different than this location. Scarn may well turn around and bring friends back.
I hadn't thought that.
And cover your tracks. Yeah, that's because you let him go like a bunch of fuckwits.
Hey, that wasn't my idea.
Information was extracted that we needed.
Yeah, and you should have put a bullet through his head.
He won't be back. He's branded. He won't be back.
I'd head out of the camp if I was you, Giant.
Where shall I go?
Find somewhere nearby that's safe, defensible.
He looks round. Over
I
there?
would scan round. Is there anywhere suitable, Neil, like a hilltop
Does he know the
or
way?
I mean, there's several trees around.
Thinking.
Some raised areas of land. There's nothing too defensible around here.
Can't he come with us? I mean, keep him safe with us. He'll keep us
Drag
safe.
the cage all the way. Could do. Doesn't he know the way back to his mum? He knows these lands, surely.
No, Burley never been here. Giants not allowed here. Breaking the truce.
How far is it back to his mum?
Probably 4 or 5 hours up the hill.
That's too far.
mountain.
He's going to get lost.
Just fucking wait here.
How far away? I'll ask Burley. Do you know how far away the Shattered Moonwell?
Burley not.
Oh, it's half a day,
what
isn't
that
it?
is.
Half a day.
Oh, fuck it. Let's take the giant back to his mum and then we'll come back. Fuck it. Come on. Let's do that. Dumbass fucking giant.
You know something's going to happen when we get back. We will never make it
Yeah,
back.
let's just get him back.
Don't be mean to Burley.
Dumbass.
So
Right. We'll head back.
you
Deliver the
all
giant to
decided
his
head
mum.
back. Okay. So what are you doing with the cage and the guards in the cage?
Burley's dragging the cage.
Okay.
Putting it on top of that wagon and hauling the wagon.
Okay. Yeah, he goes and he drags the cage across the camp, knocking tents left and right as he does so. He heaves the cage onto the back of the wagon, and then lifts the wagon up and starts walking off, slowly pulling the cage with him. And then he stops after about 20 yards and he looks round. Where we going?
Gonna go see your mum.
Right, okay. He starts pulling the cage off again, and he stops again after a few seconds. Where that then?
Oh,
Start
just
leading
follow
the
me.
way.
You head back up the foothills of the Saldosa Peaks, following the route you took down, and before too long you can hear the water of the Dark Water Run up ahead, where you had the fight with the Ettins. It takes a little time to maneuver the cage across the canyon that the river has cut into the rock. But with Burley's help, you manage to do it relatively easily, and you head back up towards the camp where you left Skovja. It takes about 5 hours. It takes a bit longer going up than it does coming down, especially with Burley pulling the crate, and even a giant of his immense strength has to stop every hour or so to rest a little bit. But eventually you start to see the snow begins to fall again, and you can see the up ahead the remains of the smashed up camp where Burley was originally abducted from.
Make sure
Right,
I've got
yeah,
my
head
cold
up to the
clothes
camp.
on.
Okay, you head on up to the camp. Skovja is there with her sitting down by a fire which roars with flame. The flames reaching up above her head. Even though she's sitting down, it's still a good 8 feet. She's still a good 8 feet tall. She's got her back turned to you. She doesn't seem to hear you approaching.
Skovja,
She turns
friends
around.
approaching.
Yes. She
Friends
turns around and
approaching.
stands up. A huge club that she's made out of half a tree trunk in one hand. She peers into the snow and sees you approaching. Burley! And she races across with great pounding footsteps, the ground shaking as she does so, and gives her son a huge hug.
Warms your heart.
She turns after a moment, after she has a brief conversation with Burley in a language you don't understand. But it's a language that sounds like rocks smashing into one another. And she turns and looks down at you. You did good for little people. Skovja will tell Sir Wom what you have done. He will give you reward when you return to the camp of the Raven Knights.
Tell him to expect us in a few days.
War has been avoided. Thank you. And she takes a knee in front of you all. She still towers above you as she does so, but she nods to you in a mark of respect.
Just nod at her.
She
You are
stands up
welcome.
and clips Burley around the
Brush
back
that
of the
fly
head,
away.
and then starts to berate him in Giantish. Despite the
Fly?
Despite the alien nature of these creatures and a language you can't understand and their huge size, you still recognise the sight of a mother giving her child an absolute bollocking for going missing.
I guess he's not getting any pocket money for a while then.
Okay.
It's up to you what you want to do with the guys in the cage. There are just a few of them that was keeping your son captive.
We take them to Jarl.
Here's the head of one of the bandit leaders as well.
She snatches it off you and spits in the dead eyes of the head.
Hang on to that. We need to take that back. We need to take that back to the king.
She looks confused and then offers it back to you.
Well, I'll just tie it to my belt.
What'd you give it her and then take it off her?
Oh no, it's a giant stupid.
You have the head back now with a big, huge lump of giant spit and phlegm running down its face.
Yum.
Well, as much as I like sentimental goodbyes, we've got a druid to find. Farewell, Scotia. Pick my pack up and turn around and start walking in the direction of Moon Lake.
Farewell. She nods at you once again and then turns around, giving Burley another clip around the head.
That's abuse. I'm going to report her.
Who?
I don't know, the Anti-Child Giants Association of Abuse to
Well,
So-
yeah,
child.
I think we've got to go back to the bandits camp, haven't we? Because we had directions from the bandits camp, but we probably wouldn't be able to find it.
So you're heading back down to the bandits camp again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a bit quicker to get back down.
We are on the way to find the druid.
But by the time you get down, you've been travelling for a good 6 or 7 hours. It's mid-afternoon by the time you get back to the bandit camp. There's no signs of it being disturbed at all since you left it.
Head
Okay, you look for the peak that Scorn pointed out, but that stands between 2 tall trees, and start making your way off towards it.
Right. What's the weather like?
It's chilly, but and there's a wind blowing down off the mountains. But it's relatively dry down here. There's no snow on the ground or anything like that.
Hey, can you pack it in?
Tiberius playing with
Tiberius,
his
yeah,
squeaky
with his ball.
He's got his squeaker.
Tiberius, put that down. The noise is going right through me.
Go get it.
The the land you're travelling through is quite stark, but also quite beautiful. As you head west, the trees start to become a little thicker. The branches of the trees are start to become covered in leaves. It looks a bit more like the forests you're used to, the western commonlands.
Yeah. Okay.
You've been travelling for about 90 minutes or so. Can everyone make a perception check for me, please?
Tiberius, cut that out, please.
Perception.
Like that dog in Snatch where it swallows the squeaky toy.
Yeah.
Got a proper mental on him.
He always wakes up this time of night. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Tiberius, how long's your form last for?
Till I rest.
Okay, well you had a rest, didn't you? So
Yeah, so I will be
I will
gnome-like.
hold on. Okay.
Thank you.
Tiberius, you're just making your way through some slightly yellowing grassland. The sun is just starting to dip down on the western shores of the island of Tremor now, below a low range of hills, casting everything in an orangish light. And you hear a shouting some way up ahead.
This way, I hear something. Voices
Follow.
shouting. Maybe. Something.
Okay.
Wow.
Is it Skip?
Okay, you
Wait,
you race forwards through an area which is sparsely forested, and you see lights flashing up ahead. As you get closer, you can see a raised area in the forest, devoid of trees, and standing on a rock in the centre of the area is a tall man. He's skeletally thin, almost cadaverous, with very pale skin pulled taut over his bones. They'd give his face a skull-like appearance if it wasn't for the long forked beard he wears, which is still black despite the highly advanced age of the person. Unlike his beard, his hair is ghost white and tied into long beaded plaits. He's wearing long robes of dark green, going barefoot and carrying a tall staff decorated with bone trophies. He's also under attack. Two huge misshapen giant-like beings are attacking him, and they are being aided by these strange shadowy creatures that dart in and out.
We are darklings.
Darklings here.
I'd like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Uh-oh.
He looks in quite a bad state. He's got blood pooling over his robe.
But it's fucking expected now, isn't it?
Wow.
Fucking hell.
I rolled a 3.
I was at the bottom of the last combat tracker as well.
Okay. So, they don't appear to have seen you yet. The druid standing on top of the rock is wielding his staff, whizzing it around his head as if anything comes within range. You'll regret the day you took on Alwynos! Right. One of the little creatures, hooded creatures, runs in towards the druid. And it's going to try and stab him with a dagger.
Stab.
You'll regret that, you meanie! Okay. Another one tries to race around the other side and also tries to stab at his legs.
Stabby.
You! Okay, there's another one appears from the trees nearby and starts to run up towards the giant creatures. You can see several more converging out of the trees.
Oh my god. Need someone with area effect crowd control here.
Cats, you're up. They don't appear to have seen you yet.
Okay. I'm going to just move slightly forwards
Okay.
to here and then just delay my action in case any of them attack us. So if any of them direct
Okay.
any form of...
They seem to be completely focused on the strange, skeletally thin figures hopping around on the rock.
Okay, well, unless they attack us, I'm just going to wait.
Okay. Rodri.
I hop up onto the log
Okay.
and there it is. Right. Oh, just. Oh, I'll close that thing. It is range 120. Put the staff at him. Oh no! I'll grab hold of my talisman and cast enemies abound on the big guy.
Oh, okay. What's that do?
Everyone's an enemy. You can't distinguish friend from foe if it's yeah. Oh.
You failed.
So
is there an effect on him?
Yeah. Where is it? That's number 2. Oh god, there's more effects. Effect on number 2.
What away?
Okay.
Right.
The creature
good.
looks around and then roars at the sky above it. Okay, we'll see what effect that has in a minute. Tiberius.
Save the druid, I'll take the beasts. My bonus action to transform.
Turn around and look at Tiberius. That was a very deep voice for such a small gnome.
And I will dash 70 as my action.
Okay. You start charging in. They still don't appear to have noticed you yet.
I'm done.
Let me see if Alwynos sees you running forwards. Okay.
Oh my god, +9.
Wisdom of death.
Laser focus.
Okay. He is going to... Okay. So he glares down at the two hooded figures near his feet. Plants his staff in the ground. You paint barracks, you big meanies! Yes, mother'll have your arses for her dinner! And then let me check. 60.
Yeah, little man.
So there's two Fomorians. Okay.
He's just going to completely negate this.
Suddenly, a bright beam of light flickers just for an instant between the end of his staff and the two giant creatures.
Alfie.
Don't tell him off, you're winding him up.
I'm not winding him up.
You want the toy.
I've just fussed him. Got ever so strong.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Where the light just flashes just for an instant, but where it does, it leaves gaping holes in the giant creatures. And the one that failed, which was
Sunbeam.
Fomorian 1, screams and the light goes out of his eyes. He's blinded.
Dark lights, big city.
Okay. That's all he's doing. Okay, so Fomorian 1 is blinded. He is going to run. So 9 o'clock. Directly to the west,
Get in your bed.
swinging his club as he goes.
Get in your bed.
Zoomy time.
You fucking going ape shit.
Just runs straight past and clatters into a tree. As he does, he catches Darkling 3 with his club and just smashes him into the ground. Okay. Fomorian 2 is going right. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on a 1 he attacks Alwynos. 2, so he attacks Darkling 1. Races towards Darkling 1. Raises its club above his head. And smashes it into the ground. As he does so, the druid looks over and waves at you, standing on your log, Rodri. Oh, very good! I see what you did there! Excellent!
Oh, I see what you did there.
Atticus.
Finally. How far away is he? Let's have a look. No.
How long does that blindness last? I need to check.
I'm gonna run forward. I can't see. It's in black writing. I can't see it. What does that say? 35, 30? That's 40, so that's got to be 30. I'm gonna run forward 35
Okay.
and do a dash action. Another 35. That's 40. So that's 35.
Okay, you start making your way around the trees.
Oh, hang on, that's the wrong one.
Okay, it's blinded until his next turn.
Hang on 1 second, sorry. That's it. Yeah, sorry, that's it for me. Sorry, I had to check something. Apologies.
Okay. Darkling 1 is dead. Darkling 3 is dead. Darkling 4 is gonna take a wide berth of the Fomorian that's just smashed its mate up, and he's gonna throw a dagger at Alwynos.
Cheeky!
That misses. Darkling 5 is gonna also take a bit of a wide berth on his way up. Cat.
Okay. I'm going to run 35 feet to there.
Okay.
And then I'm going to dash another 35 feet to there, please.
Okay.
And that's me, thank you.
Okay, Rodri.
Okie dokie. I'll see if I can jump up onto the log. Yes. Onto the tree stump. I'll target him. And then we've got Darkling number 5. I'll send 2 bolts of radiant light into him.
Okay. What's the
Try and
range on
blast him
that?
to 120.
Okay.
I'll try and blast him into. No, and. Oh. Yes.
Okay, he the first one flashes past him and explodes into the ground near his feet. He looks around, panicked, and then he sees you. And he points at you, and just as he's pointing at you, the second beam catches him square in the chest, and he goes flying backwards and doesn't stand up again.
Sorry. Sorry.
Tiberius.
I'm going to take a dash action and just run to there, and with my bonus I am going to cast my Fire Crimson. Right, I lose 3 hit points, but I have fire damage.
Okay.
I am done.
Okay. Alwynos is going to...
Ha-ha! Friends, you didn't expect that, did you?
Actually, I could have attacked. Fuck.
He points at the blinded Fomorian, who is now no longer blinded. So let me just take that off.
Could have run 10 feet, jumped on the rock and leaped 26 feet and then attacked. Fuck.
You stay there.
He is going to cast Entangle. Grasping weeds and vines suddenly sprout from the ground and wrap up and around the legs of the Fomorian. The Fomorian just pulls its legs up and rips the vines out of the ground, though, and turns to look at the druid.
Oh dear.
Oh my! That's not so good.
Okay. And the Fomorian is going to. Let me.
As you see this
Take that
rabid
off.
wolf running out of the bushes and
He hasn't yet. He was concentrating on Fomorian 1, which now heaves itself up over the edge of the raised area of cliffs and races towards Alwynos.
Oh my, no! Oh, that's not good at all! Ah!
And he suddenly cowers down, his knees shaking below his robes, and he raises his staff above his head as though to offer some protection.
Ah!
He's knocked backwards off his perch. And the vines that had appeared before suddenly disappear back under the ground. Whoa. Oh, the other one's still... Can't tell friend from foe, can it? So 1 to 2 it's going to attack Fomorian 1, 3 to 4 it's going to attack Tiberius. It's going to attack Fomorian 1. Ouch. Smashes into it with its club.
What have I done?
Atticus.
I'm gonna keep running.
Okay. Oh, I should have said,
35.
by the way, when those Darklings died, they kind of exploded in an explosion of dark energy and ash, and all their belongings were just turned to ash.
Not human.
And I'm gonna do a dash action.
Okay.
Ugh. Come on, game. There.
Okay. So there, yeah?
No, yeah. It was about there. And that's it.
Okay. Seeing the druid fall next to him on the ground, this other dark hooded figure races across and with a malicious grin starts to try and plunge his dagger down at the prone druid. Just put prone on him.
Oh my. Oh dear.
Plunges it down into the druid's arm.
Ow! There's no need for that.
This other one, seeing you appear, Atticus, is going to attack you. You're the closest thing to it. Pulls out a wicked dagger, runs towards you.
Say to him, good fucking luck.
Of course, it rolls a 19 to hit and maximum damage.
Yep.
Just because. Okay, Cat.
Lots of things have tried to kill him and nothing's succeeded yet.
True.
He hurts a lot though. Lots of aches and pains.
It's no wonder he's in a bad mood. He's in pain all the time.
Yeah.
Run into that.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. If I can reach. Don't think I can. Yeah, I'll cast Witch Bolt, please, on the bad duty.
Okay.
I will not cast Witch Bolt. Bad duty.
Okay. Tick it off. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, you're not sure how you missed this thing. It's huge.
No, I missed them.
But there's just something odd about it. It turns to look at you and it opens one of its eyes, which are filled with like this orange goo. And it fixes a piercing stare on you. You lose your nerve slightly and your blast goes astray.
Ooh.
Rodri.
Move up. See the rest of the game. Target Gargling number 2. Cast 2 Eldritch Bolts to them. One misses. One actually hits. Maximum damage.
Okay, as it's trying to stab Alwynos over and over again, this blight beam of bolt of light suddenly smashes into it. It flies backwards, and as it does in mid-air, its body kind of explodes in an explosion of ash. Okay. Anything else, Rodri?
No, that's it.
Tiberius, you're up.
Absolutely.
I shall move to there, please, Neolash.
In the arse.
Should attack. 4-1-1. The Fury of a Wolf. Where I find my... There we are. We are. Finding the mark today.
You are much better than last week.
I have done so.
Start tearing into the creature. It turns and looks down at you with this big sneer on its ugly, misshapen face.
I'll growl back at it.
Alwynos is going to stand up. As he does so, hold on. Get rid of the prone. Yes, I can. He looks across at you, Atticus, and he kind of wanders across.
Oh, hello. I'm Alwynos. Pleased to meet you.
He's kind of just standing there, offering his hand out to shake you by the hand.
I just look at him.
It's nice of you to join us. Oh, excuse
A
me.
little bit busy at the minute, old man.
He points at the darkling that's attacking you. and flame shoots out of his hands and covers the creature, which begins to scream and try and put the flames out. And
Not
your
being
name
banned.
is? And with that, we'll move on to
Commander Baron.
Fomorian 1. Okay, Fomorian 1 is... turns around and looks down at you, Tiberius. It opens its big, roomy, orange, pus-filled eye, and its eyeball seems to slowly start to rotate, and then rotates faster and faster. You can't help but stare at this strange sight. It's like a whirlpool of eyeball that's just dragging you in. Let's have you make a save, please. Okay.
I haven't made a save.
Oh, I did it automatically for some reason. Oh, don't know why. Anyway, you passed. You made the save, which is probably a good job, because your head suddenly explodes in pain
Oh my god.
from the the most terrible migraine you've ever had just explodes in your head. It's only there for a few seconds, but it's absolute agony. Okay, that's what it's doing. Right, now it's got a choice of 3, so 1 to 2 Atticus, 2 to 3 Tiberius. It's Tiberius this time.
Oh.
It raises its club and sees you holding your head in agony. It takes the opportunity to try and smash you.
I would like to take D6 off that roll, if I may.
D6 now, is it?
Yeah, D6.
Wow, okay.
D6 Hermocraft dice now.
Yeah. Okay. It goes to swing down at you, and just at the last minute, it looks up at its friend standing next to it, and its big orange eye. Its mouth drops open agape, and the club smashes down a few inches away from you. However, it does get 2 attacks, but misses with its second as well. Atticus.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to attack the big thing, I think. Let's untarget him. No. Untarget him. Target him. He's Fomorian 2.
And you're not targeting it at the moment?
Why not? Clicking on it. And then selecting it. Okay, I'm going to do it off here then. Okay, I'm just going to attack it.
What the?
Okay.
And I'm going to use War Magic to cast a cantrip.
Okay.
Miss. Okay. That's me.
Okay. That wall magic, is it a number of uses per day, or can you do it whenever you make an attack?
I don't know, let me check. Actually, it's the opposite way round, although it still would have worked. You have to use your cantrip as an action, then that transforms your weapon attack into a bonus action.
Okay.
So yeah. So it's the other way around.
Okay, the Darkling, who's a raging inferno of fire, is just going to leap at Alwynos.
Mother.
Ow, it's hot!
Okay. Cat.
Yeah. I'm going to target number 2, and I'm going to cast Firebolt. Finally. Oh my god.
Wow.
And I will run to here.
Okay.
That's me. Cool.
You clamber up the short cliff and
rolls.
behind Tiberius. The flames have already gone out on that Fomorian that you attacked. Rodri.
Get a bit closer. Stand next to this rock.
I've seen your rolls, Atticus, tonight.
Yeah.
The curse of the Baron.
Target buggerluggers at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Send it. Actually. Or I could.
They've got +9 to hit. That's 1 more than me.
That's pretty bad.
Can't see the graph. Is that 5, 10, 15, 20?
You don't want to get hit with the googly eyes.
I'll use the guiding bolt on him.
Okay.
Let's see if I can hit. I hope I do. Otherwise, no. Marvelous. Damn it! I should have done 2 strikes. How many hit points is? Oh, it isn't that many. Okay, that's it.
Where's Alwynos gone, by the way?
Oh, I thought he was.
Where's he gone?
Fucked off.
No, he shouldn't have done.
He's run away. Away.
Weird. Okay. Are you doing anything else, Rodri?
No.
No, okay.
I know.
Tiberius, you shake your head. The pain has just left it throbbing.
I shall overcome it with the fury of the wolf.
Normal services resumed. Oh no.
It's catching. No.
You've infected everyone, Atticus.
No.
Okay.
That's me done.
Okay. Okay, you're still recovering from the pain which is lingering in your head. Alwynos is just talking to you, Atticus, as though you'd just met in a street side market, in some civilized place.
So, what brings you out here to the scattered timberland, eh?
You.
Oh, how interesting.
As he does so, he tries to whack Darkling 4 on the head with his staff. Hold on.
Punctuating his sentence with a piece. Stripe of the staff.
He's just clonking the thing on the head as it tries to hit him again.
Well, it's most fortuitous for me that you happened along when you did.
Right, Fomorian 1 is gonna just try and whack you with its club, Tiberius. Okay, interesting. Let me just check that. Okay.
I will take 2 off that.
Okay. Second attack. Misses. Right, the next one's still got a choice of 3 people to attack. 1 to 2 is Atticus, 3 to 4 is Tiberius. Sorry, Atticus.
Sorry?
It suddenly turns its head to you and opens one of its eyes wide. Again, the eye seems to flash and pulse with this strange orange light that you can't help but stare at. You seem to be drawn into it, falling into the light of its eye. Did you get a request for a save then?
I did. Let's see what happens.
I didn't get a request.
Yeah, I don't know why it rolled for you.
Probably because I passed it. I don't know.
Damn it. Okay, you save.
Get his man.
Oh, that's nasty.
Oh,
Jesus,
Fucking
that's a
hell.
nasty roll. Good job you made that save. Your head explodes with that in agony. It's your turn. You shake your head and blink. Lights flashing before your eyes as the pain subsides.
I'm going to do the same. I'm going to attack it again. Still got it targeted. So, me 3 attacks and me cantrip. Or I can do it in the correct order if you want. That's a mess. Normal service regime. Oh no. One more.
Okay, you're slowly starting to cut into this thing.
Miss. That's me done. Thank you.
Okay. Doesn't seem to be slowing it down much though.
No.
This thing is just desperately trying to stab Alwynos. But misses. Cat.
Well, let's see if I can have a bit more luck. Moderate art. Target number 2 again. Let's hope I can
Did
hit
you cast
him.
which bolt before, did you say?
I did, but it missed.
Oh, okay.
Have I ticked it off? I have. Yeah. I'm just going to use magic missile because I can't mess with that. It's going to be 3.
Extra 7. Okay. Okay, the bolts of magic slam into it. It doesn't really seem to notice.
I'm just going to make a wide berth of this guy. Sorry, I should have climbed down the cliff.
What the heck's going on there? Why is that other one moving? Okay.
He's off.
Thank you.
Attack of opportunity.
Rodri.
Let's see. Still 30 left. Warrior number 1 is Bolt time. No, I'm standing still. I haven't moved this time. 1 hit. 2 hits. Marvellous. 2. Marvellous. Amazing
Okay, you
14.
just start throwing these bolts of energy at the thing. They start exploding around it. Earth and rocks flying up from the impact. Okay. Is that you done?
Yeah. Oh, visual. Punch him in the dick.
Oh, nice. Okay, you're just laying into the thing. It kind of stares down at you. Its eyes widen again, and this time you don't look. You just reach up with your claws right into its eyeball, pull it out. Alwynos is gonna. He's continuing to hit this thing on the head with his staff.
I haven't seen you round here before, have I? Where have you come from? Have you travelled far?
Just ignore him.
Oh lord.
Oh, I didn't have the thing targeted.
Maybe you should try this tactic yourself, because it seems to be doing quite well for him. Just engage in polite conversation. Oh my god.
He just clumps it on the head, and then he dusts himself off and strides forwards again with his hand outstretched towards you. Okay. Fomorian 1 now has a choice of 2 to attack. Oh no, that's Fomorian 1. It's dead, sorry. Fomorian 2. So 1 to 3, Atticus. Turns back to you, Tiberius.
Don't like it up on.
Mr. Mallory!
Hits. Have you got any of those evil eyes left?
I get two per rest.
Second attack.
That was an okay roll. Oh my lord. So close. Terrible.
Okay, just start smashing its club into you. Atticus.
Right, still got it targeted. Let's go again.
More like it. Okay, whilst it's focusing on Tiberius, you just start laying into the back of the thing. Wow. Oh!
Oh, nice.
Suddenly, it's surrounded by an orange glow as it towers above you, Tiberius. And the smell of burnt flesh assails your nostrils.
I did 47 damage that round. Nice.
Nice, mate.
First round ever. In how many? Till level 7. First time I have been 7 levels. It's the first time I've ever excelled in a round.
Let's see you break 50 next time.
Yeah. How many levels? I'll be 14th level when it happens again.
Okay, Cat.
I'm going to move next to Atticus. And I don't know why I'm targeting myself. And I'll cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And that's it, thank you.
Okay. Atticus, you feel a bit better with the cat
Look
standing
over my
by your
shoulder
side.
and nod at Karte. grimace. Go back to battle.
And 2, 1.
You did say one.
2. That's me.
Okay, it's starting to be blasted by fire, by bolts of light energy, and by Tiberius's claws. It's starting to stagger now. Tiberius.
It's nearly time for Psycho Rage. Hit with a 6. Nice.
Smart.
Boosh.
Okay, just in time before you went. Your bloodlust kicked in next round. Okay, you finally finish the thing off, and it falls into a great heap of smoking, charred, and torn apart flesh.
Oh, I say, well done.
Can't remember what I mean. Guy. It's something I can't remember.
He sits down on the rock and starts cleaning the dust off his robes and the blood off the end of his staff.
I just can't. So what was all that about then? I'm Rodri, by the way. What was all that about?
They came through from the Feywild. Drawn by the power of the Moonwell. Aren't we all? Aren't we all?
Thank you.
What brings a
yes,
gnome, a Krugak, and 2 men here to Alwynos? Hope you haven't come to steal the waters of my well.
Sorry, Cap.
That's okay.
No, it was Hammer the Dryad said we could find you here, and there was concerning a problem we might be able to help us with.
Oh, did they? Interesting.
Rod,
Well,
whilst you're chatting to him, perhaps you can use one of your medical kits on him.
oh, don't worry about me.
He leans over and tears some grass up from the grounds near where he's sitting, and then rams it into his mouth and starts chewing the grass like a cow chewing the cud.
See, I'm fine.
Yeah, if you say so.
Fucking idiot.
What did Hammer want?
Yes, we were in Amber Cove, and she appeared to us, and she mentioned there was a matter of there were some ships on the Purple Rocks. And she told us that the Old Faith would like us to look into the matter of the fishing. The stocks appear to have disappeared.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. It's a delicate balance in the ocean, you know.
He pulls up another clump of grass and just chews it absent-mindedly whilst he's thinking.
We could have a look in the well.
Right.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes, absolutely! He leaps up. Come on then, follow me, follow me! He starts wandering off.
Okay, follow.
Okay. It's starting to turn to dusk now. He leads you away from the raised area and north, where the woods are a little bit thicker. A low mist has started to form in a low valley that he leads you down. You can just about make a few stars starting to come out in the pinky orange sky above. And there's something strange about the woods here. Then you realise it's silence. The sounds of the birds and the insects have gone away. As he leads you down into the mist, the light seems to dim a little bit more, but up ahead you see a strange glowing. He leads you on towards the glow, and he leads you to the edge of a lake some 30 feet across. You can't see down into the water of the lake because the surface of it is like a mirror, like a perfect mirror, mirroring the stars above. In fact, the stars reflected in the lake are bright. The sky is dark and the stars shine brightly, but when you look up, the stars are still faint. The sky a deep crimson colour as the sun sets.
Yes, it's the Moonwell. Oh, such a wonderful place. I come here to study it, you know.
The term Moonwell means
Who's
something
there?
to you. You vaguely recall Tel Har-Fey, the Ancient One in the city of Antaros, when he was telling you about the great schism of the elves that had been caused by their discovery that elven souls were being reborn inside other creatures' bodies.
Yeah.
And you remember Tel Har-Fey telling you that the Moonwells were used hundreds of years ago by the Green Hand in some kind of ritual, some kind of soul transference ritual, which has had this ongoing effect. So you've heard of the Moonwells before, though you've never seen one. It is beautiful, the water seeming to glow slightly with some inner light, not from the reflection of the stars.
It's said that the walls between here and the Feywild are thin. Near the Moonwells. I come here to study them, to study the incursions of the Fey, and to protect the lands. Though we don't truly know what they were used for. But one thing we can use them for is to see. See what's going on. Yes. Would you like to do that? Would you like to see what's going on?
I think that might be a good idea.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second. He nods at you, closes his eyes, and then suddenly slaps the surface of the pool with the palm of his hand. But it's almost like he's slapping the thick skin on a bowl of custard. The water doesn't splash up at all. It kind of ripples out in thick, gooey waves away from where his hand impacted the surface.
Yeah.
And then the glow seems to fade, and the stars reflected in the pool disappear. And the light of the pool changes to a strange purple colour. Huge, great, jagged rocks can be seen reflected, upside down, as though reflecting the sky above them, but in place of the sky there's huge rocks standing out of a purple ocean. Alwynos studies the image for a moment.
Yes, there's something strange going on in Purple Rocks. I have to go there right away. I have to go to the to Ravengard and get a boat, I suppose. I hate going on boats. Oh, well, nothing to be done for it.
You can come with us if you want. We have a boat. We could take you.
Really? Oh, the fates are laughing at us today, aren't they?
He slaps the surface of the water again.
We have business back in Ravengard.
He slaps the surface of the water again.
Well, looks like the Moonwell has shown us what it needed to.
And he goes to turn to leave, but as he does so, the image in the well goes black for a moment. The stars are reflected again for a moment. And then the image changes. And it's replaced... I haven't got the image loaded up. Just bear with me 1 second. Sorry, guys.
Bugger.
Yeah.
Why is that not showing up? Okay. I'll just describe it then. So the reflected in the surface of the pool for a brief moment is the image of an ancient stone keep standing high among some sharp, jagged mountains that are covered in snow. There's a few sparse trees around the keep, and the keep is suddenly flung into deep shadow just briefly as something flies, something unseen, something huge flies overhead. Tiberius, you recognise this place. This is
It is my
Sandorn
home.
Keep, the home of the Blood Hunters.
Foreboding.
And then the image disappears, and again the stars are reflected in the surface of the lake. Alwynos looks across at you, Tiberius.
You're going to be going on a journey, my friend.
It would appear so.
Do we do first?
You said you had a boat. If you
do
could
have
take
a
me to
boat.
Purple Rocks, I would appreciate it.
Is Purple Rocks on the way to whatever it is? What's your place called? Can't remember.
Sandorn Keep.
Sandorn Keep.
Yeah.
No, it's
No.
miles away. Sandorn Keep's miles away.
So I'll show you on the map. Let me have a look. Okay, here we go. Let me share this. So you are on the Isle of Lost Hope. I don't know if you can see that on this map, where
Yep.
the green thing
Yep.
is. Purple Rocks is just to the north of there. Sandorn Keep is in the mountains of the Balnock Spine in the western Commonlands. Somewhere around here.
Bloody hell.
Holy shit.
I was returned home to warn my brothers of the approaching doom.
So we do Purple Rocks first and then head
Yeah.
out to San
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
Don't forget, you also had a mission to go to the Hold of the Sea
Pirates.
Princes as well.
Yeah. which
Decisions
is,
need to be made. Okay,
Yeah.
so Alwynos looks at you all.
Where's your ship?
Raven Guard.
Raven Guard. Oh, they don't really welcome me there.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
I
we'll
heard.
go straight there and get you on the ship at night.
I can take us
Okay,
straight
good.
to Raven Guard right now. If that's where you wish to go.
Druid
Right.
archdruid.
I think it'd probably be a good idea.
We've got some. It would be good if you could just get a message to So Badun at Raven Guard before we leave. I think we got a bit of information.
How am I supposed to do that?
I don't
Should
know.
I just ask one of the little birdies? They're all my friends, are they? All the little animals, because I'm a druid?
Well, I mean, the
I'm only
stories-
joking with you. But no, I can't do that.
When we get to the boat, perhaps we could have a word, get a message sent to him from the boat. Yeah, as long as we can get a message to him before we leave, that's fine.
We can, or I can take you to his camp instead of Raven Guard.
I think we need to tell him about what was going on with the Skarn and
The druid's just staring at you, blinking absent-mindedly.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, but yeah, it's Skarn saying that he wasn't working for Cliffguard. It was King Hudden Asher.
Yes, we
Brother
need to
Asher.
go and speak to the king.
Ah! I'm not welcome in the palace.
No, we'll take you to our ship first, then we'll head and see the king.
To be honest, though, Atticus, I don't think that King was up to much when we got there. It was all a bit weird.
Well, who
Perhaps
else are we going to tell?
Sir
Well, we
Badun,
could tell what's his face. What was that dude? Yeah.
the big knight. Yeah, he seemed really quite.
Can you take us
trustworthy.
to the camp of the Raven Knights or whatever they're called?
He's completely ignoring you now, and he's staring at a cat.
I like your rose.
Thank you.
Very
You have, a
pretty.
very, you have a very scattered mind, don't you?
Do I? Thank you.
Yeah, I
It's,
think
it's imperative we see the king.
Well, my mind may be scattered, but my body isn't. I can't take you to the Raven Knights camp and the king. You have to make a decision.
I think probably the camp, and then we can, from the camp, go to our ship and avoid the city. You just said you're not needed, not liked in the city. So we could tell that knight who was with Scovia the giant. He seemed quite a cool guy.
He looks around.
Plan.
So, to the camp.
Yeah, we can tell the head of the thing. He'll be able to know who to tell and probably be able to arrest the brother.
Oh, we're going, aren't we? Sorry, I completely forgot.
He wanders off, walks up to a tree, and he starts stroking the trunk of the tree.
Not the most attentive, is he?
He's a bit cuckoo. Most druids are.
He's standing there. He's just stroking the trunk of a tree. He seems to have completely forgotten about you.
So to the camp then.
What?
Druid.
Oh, yes.
To the-
Yes, sorry.
He pats the tree and then moves along to the next tree next to it, starts stroking its trunk. But as he strokes the trunk on this second tree, the bark of the tree suddenly splits down the middle of the trunk, and an opening filled with green light appears.
Quickly then, quickly!
And he jumps
Follow him.
into the light in the tree trunk.
Follow him.
You
See-
all
see this
stumble
one?
out of a hole in the side of another tree. But here, the wind is howling. It's much colder. And the mountains are on the wrong side of the horizon from where they just were. And then you get your bearings back, and you realise you're now on the
Look at
east
that
of the
map, mate.
mountains.
Whoa, whoa. I've never travelled by tree before. That was something.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah.
So then, you go and see the Furbolg. I'll wait here.
Okay. We'll have to
Okay.
see a furball.
Oh,
What's his name? I can't remember this dude's name.
Which dude?
Sir Worm
Alwynos.
Budun.
Sir Worm.
Oh.
Sir Budun. Budun.
As you're marching off, you feel a tugging on your robe, Atticus, that pulls you back.
Yeah. Turn round.
Alwynos is there. He's holding the back of your robe in his hand. He's looking down at it.
What's wrong?
this is a nice robe. Let's keep you very warm.
It's not a robe, it's a poncho.
He pulls on it again.
Can I talk with you?
I'll follow him.
He leads you off a few feet. He lowers his voice as though he's about to whisper something important to you.
Mm.
But everybody else, standing 15, 20 feet away, can hear him
Can
quite
hear.
clearly over the howling winds.
I saw something else in the moon, well, you know.
What did you see?
The Kraken. The Kraken has been to Purple Rocks. It's working with the Black Armada.
The Kraken. Well, that's what we'd assumed as well. It's nice to have confirmation.
I saw something else in the water. A great city built of ruined ships piled on top of one another. What do you make of that then?
Either a foretelling or somewhere I've not seen or heard of before.
There were jungle trees in the far-off distance.
Look at my map. The drowned jungle. It could be near Anteros.
Could be.
He's still holding your poncho.
You're not having it.
I don't want it.
And why are you holding it?
I like it.
Okay.
He's still
Can you let
holding your
go?
poncho.
Can you let go now?
Oh. Oh, yeah, sorry.
He lets go.
That's not my poncho.
Okay, so
Let's go and find the Captain Burden or whatever his name is.
okay, you leave him talking to a patch of clover that he's found
Oh my
by the side
God,
of the
he's an
road,
idiot. Do we really want him on our ship?
and head off to find Sir Wum. You're directed to his tents within the camp by one of the guards,
Okay, cool.
and led in. And Sir Wum is looking over a table covered in maps and documents. He's by far the tallest person in the room. He turns his slightly furred head towards you. Oh, you're back. So, are we at war?
No,
Not today.
we've avoided it. We got the giant back. But we do have further news.
Yes.
Seems that the king's brother, Asher, is the one that formulated the plan to seize the giants to start the war.
He holds a hand up to stop you talking, and goes and pulls the door to the tent shut, make sure there's no one in there. Go on.
Well, that's pretty much all we know. But instead of, is it Castle Guard?
Cliff guard.
Cliff Guard. It looks like this Asher is perhaps after a coup of some sort in the chaos that follows with war.
He seems to think for a moment. Asher has always coveted his brother's throne, but didn't think he had the wits to come up with such a plan. Thank you. We are.
Your giant friend has 3 prisoners. They're from the camp, and they'll testify to such things. The leader of the pack was a person called Skarn.
He nods.
We freed him to gain the information about your brother, but here's the head of one of the ringleaders, and I'll chuck the fucking head of the fucking woman on the floor.
He goes over and looks at it.
Recognize her?
Kathika. She's a troublemaker. He walks back to a chest, pulls out a sack heavy with coin, which he throws onto the table. Here, you've done us a great service.
Should we be like the gnome in the fucking anime? Ooh. Just some keys and a scroll.
And now we need to go to
The sack is really heavy with coins.
So it's somewhere secure to store that.
Well,
one.
I think we're done here. We should head back to the ship.
Shall I put it in the party sheet for now?
Please.
If you would, Games Master.
Good luck with
Spend it later.
the coup, and I hope you manage to sort everything.
Thank you for your help once again, my friends. You'll always be welcome in Ravenmere.
Should you need us again, feel free to send a swallow.
There's a shuffling outside the tent, and a stamping, and the doorway twitches, and a head pokes in. Excuse me, sir. We've captured someone skulking round the edge of the camp. What? The door is thrown back, and the guard marches in, a cadaverously thin druid.
Hello again!
I'm sorry, he wonders. Druid, we need to go back to Raven Guard now to the ship. Do we walk or do you help us?
He looks at the guard next to him, who's still got his hand on his shoulder.
Oh, he's with us.
The guard looks over at Sir Wum, who nods, and he lets go. And then Alwynos gives a big grin to the guard and then smiles and strolls confidently up next to you.
Let's walk. I could do with a natter. I haven't had a good natter for a long time. At least not with anything that answers back.
Then let's walk.
Okay.
Nod at the captain, whoever he is, and
Okay.
then go.
Okay, you leave and you head out onto the Arrow Straight white stone road leading east back to Ravenmere. And it takes you a good few hours. It's late evening by the time you see the lights of Ravenmere up ahead, though they are a welcome sight as they potentially offer some relief from the incessant babbling of the druid, who hasn't shut up for the past 3 hours. His mind flitting from subject to subject like a drunken bumblebee.
Oh, just taking deep breaths, just trying to keep my cool.
Okay. You head back into the town of Ravenmere.
Right, try and keep a low profile, head straight to the ship.
Okay, there aren't too many. It's not particularly late. It's about 9 o'clock, but the town is quiet, even at this relatively early hour of night. There's a few lights on around the tavern and the town square, but very few people. Compared to the other cities you've been in at this time of the evening, it's eerily quiet.
Let's get out of this place. That's weird.
You make your way back to the Marshgrass River and find the Smokestreak is still moored up on the banks of the docks.
Head up the gangplank.
You head up the gangplank as one of the young crew members sees you come up. Welcome back, Captain. I'll go and get the come out, Captain. And he races off.
I'm Commander. Smile, nodding, man, shaking my head. That must be confusing.
Hollyman appears from the door to his cabin, and not Hollyman. What's his name?
Marcel, not Marcel.
No, Mullor. Aldred Mullor appears at the door to his cabin and starts walking across the deck towards you with a smile on his face. The words, "Oh, welcome back, Commander," are barely out of his mouth when the druid is striding across the deck, his arm outstretched to shake the hand of the captain.
Hello, I'm Alwynos. I'm coming with you.
Unfortunately, we bring a passenger. He doesn't shut the fuck up.
Right, you are, Commander.
I'm gonna go and wash up. Get ready to set sail, please, Captain.
Right away. I'm afraid,
Immediately.
sir, that there's going to be no one to look after you right now. Find a safe spot on the deck and keep out of our ways, and we'll have nothing to grumble about.
Oh, yes, right. Right you are, then. Anything I can do to help?
I'll scamper up to the crow's nest.
Okay. After about 15 minutes, the ship pulls away from the banks of the Marshgrass River, and oars are laid out, and you have to row your way towards the mouth of the river and the Raven Bay. You are at sea again. Right. Does anyone want to take a break for anything?
Wouldn't mind making a cup of tea.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'll get a hot drink. Maybe a coffee.
Back in a minute. Thanks,
yeah,
bro.
let's take a 2-minute break.
All right, cheers. Thanks.
Right, okay, yeah, I'm going to make a drink. I'll be back in a bit.
It's not getting any better. It's
Okay, I'm back.
Mm.
Anyone still AFK?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of other shit around as well. Do you want something to eat? All right, I'm back.
Welcome back. Just waiting for Becky and Rich, I think.
All righty.
Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot.
Hmm?
Drinking catching up with me.
I'm just waiting for Kate to get back, are we?
I think so.
No.
Any crisps or anything? No, we have we? Crisps, please, mate.
I'm going to take a short rest at the first opportunity on the boat.
Okay. Opportunity will be arriving very shortly, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
Just have to have a brief conversation.
Alright, straight to my cabin.
So where are we going then, Commander?
Have you heard of Purple Rocks?
Aye. Not a very welcoming place. The Rocklanders there don't receive many visitors or trade much with the other island kingdoms, though they're well enough renowned as shipwrights and fisher folk.
Well, hopefully we'll have a warm welcome. That's why we're delivering the druid.
Really? We're not staying there ourselves then, I hope.
Time will tell.
Find out where he wants us to take him. Most of the islands are small, rocky, barren and uninhabited. As far as I'm aware, the only sizable settlement is Turtona, on the largest island of Monmurg.
Well, have first mate speak to him and get directions.
Aye. It could get choppy as well, Captain. The Purple Rocks live at the mercy of a far harsher sea than those on the mainland. Stormy skies over those islands.
We've all ridden rough seas, Captain. Let's batten down and move on.
Aye. Well, that reminds me, where's Mr. Tiberius?
A shrug.
I'm in the crow's nest.
Well, I better go track him down.
I nod. Thanks, Captain.
After a while, you go up to the crow's nest, but after a short while, there's a scampering sound on the rigging nearby, Tiberius, and Niktar Jonarin, the half-elf, pokes his head up above the parapet of the crow's nest. He gives you a big grin. Oh,
Yes,
hey! I knew I'd find you up here. Captain's after you.
Not hop up and slide down the rigging.
Okay. He hops up and takes your place in the crow's nest. You find the captain poring over maps in his cabin, muttering to himself. Darkly, doesn't seem very happy. Earl. Yes, Mr. Tiberius. Package arrived from you. A messenger brought it from the town of Ravenmere. He said he'd been searching for you high and low for several weeks. He hands over a package which is a rolled up piece of oilskin.
I'll open it.
Inside there is a scroll. There are two scrolls, in fact. They're both tied with a blood-red ribbon.
Mark of the Blood Hunter, which is a message from home.
Oh, right you are.
I shall read.
Okay. You unroll one of the scrolls, and it is a formal letter. You know Redgrave is the leader and master of the Blood Hunters. He, from his home in Sandorn Keep, he marshals the group of Blood Hunters, training them, filing their reports in the Great Library, which holds the vast majority of lore regarding monsters and legends of the lands. You know, he's an old man, blind in both eyes, but he can see into the hearts of men better than anyone you know. But he rarely leaves the keep itself. You know that... Sorry, go on.
Well, I was going to say, when's the next full blooming of the moon?
Okay. So, it depends which moon you're talking about. So, at the moment, I believe... how do I... Yeah, so Luna is currently in new moon. You know, Selene will be a new moon in about a week's time. And Selene is the moon that governs lycanthropy.
Right, okay.
You know that this is an annual meeting of the Blood Hunters. It's called every year. The Blood Hunters scatter across the lands. They're only a small group. To do their work of monster hunting for pay in all parts of the lands. And then they regroup once a year. During the regroup, it's a time to reminisce, see old friends. There is a formal part of the ceremony in which each blood hunter, and this is your first one as a full blood hunter, has to detail the type and number of creatures that you've slain since the last meeting, especially any creatures that are new to the group, and the report is then filed in the Great Library of Sandorn Keep. With information about the monsters and what their weaknesses and strengths are. And the Great Library is one of the biggest repositories of lore in the land about monsters and strange beings.
Well, I've killed a few since I've been gone.
You also know you will need to report how much gold.
Be quite a long report.
You also need to...
Everybody else will be at 5 minutes. It will be into the 4th hour of fucking Tiberius's report.
You'll also have to report how much gold you made in employment as a blood hunter and pay a tithe of 5% of that gold into the blood hunter funds.
Okay.
And you will also have to divulge any rumours or news of the world at large that you've heard to the rest of the group.
Okay.
And you can expect to hear the same from the other blood hunters. They'll be telling you what they've encountered and the rumours that they've heard whilst they're about.
I've got 92 kills.
Although, to be fair, it was creatures that are not known, isn't it?
It is, yeah. A goblin, they're not going to file the report of you killing a random goblin in the Great Library. But things like the false Hydra and stuff like that.
Would it be out of order to tell them that he struck a deal with a vampire instead of killing it? Should I keep my mouth shut? Will he get in trouble?
Vampire will get his.
The second scroll you unfurl and it's covered in runes. There's instructions at the top, and it tells you that they will that this will create a gateway to the great halls of Drakenham, which is the closest settlement to Sandorn Keep. You know Drakenham. You kind of grew up there. It's a large fortress settlement in the mountains, originally built by the dwarves hundreds of years ago, though you know the Dragonborn live there now. But yeah, the instructions say that it will open a portal to the Hall of Elders in Drakenham, which is the closest town to Sandorn Keep.
I shall inform my friends immediately. Well, I'll wait till dinner, and I shall inform the rest of the party that my summons has been requested, and I have a portal scroll to get there, so it's not too much of a problem where we are. But I must attend. Especially after seeing the foreshadowing of the pond. I fear my home is in peril.
Your exhortations appear to have met with silence, Tiberius. Is everybody still alive?
Not everybody's a blood hunter.
Said something. Can you hear us?
No, I didn't
Can you
hear any
us
of it.
okay?
Is
No,
it coming through?
yeah, none of it was
I've
coming
been
through. to me.
talking.
Oh, sorry, mate. Didn't know. None of it was coming through.
Weird.
Oh, that's because I've got one red bar
Oh, joy.
Oh, is that
on
right?
Discord.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't even got a red bar.
Okay, we can expect some
That's
technical
fine.
issues shortly then. No one's gone robotic yet.
That's always good.
Okay, so Tiberius told you about his date at Sandorn Keep, but I didn't hear what anyone's responses was.
Oh, sorry, I was going to my cabin.
Business purple rocks quickly then.
Yes.
Okay.
We have about a week and a half before I need to attend.
Oh, maybe
It's a
we
long
could get
journey by boat.
back to
We
play.
need to get moving.
Now I have a teleport scroll. So
Oh,
it was sent to me by Red Dawn.
might be a
Great.
useful piece of information.
Well, how far are the Pirate Isles from here then? Will we be able to go there and then use a scroll?
Yeah, it takes us straight to the village just below Sandorn Keep.
Well, you said you got, what is it, a week and a half, is it?
We've got about a week and a half, yeah, to the next full moon.
So, Captain Malore is looking at his maps. He tells you that, let's see, Monmurg is about 400 miles from Purple Rocks.
Ooh.
So let me see how long that's going to take. So about 5 days travel, if there's no trouble.
Got time,
Okay.
yeah, we have got time.
Yeah. we're
Okay,
short
cool.
definitely.
Depends how long this takes, I guess.
I mean,
Okay.
I assume it's about a week and a half. It's about a week to the next moon cycle, but I don't know how long it is into the next
I'll
moon
tell you
cycle.
exactly if you give me a minute.
It's a Lycan full moon, so I'm assuming.
So
I'll
the
know
last
it.
day of the full moon of Selene is the 19th, which is 9 days away.
From now.
Yeah, it's a new moon from the 17th to the 19th. So.
So we have 9 days before I must attend.
Well, we can head straight there then. To the,
So,
purple map.
Captain Malore tells you that Alwynos has requested that he's dropped outside of Tertona. He doesn't want to be dropped in the town itself.
Mm-hmm.
The captain's not very happy because of the unmapped, jagged reefs around Purple Rocks. The waters are treacherous. So he said he would talk to Atticus first.
Jeopardise the boat for one druid, are we?
No.
I guess we should investigate these Purple Rocks if the Kraken has been there. See what it's up to.
We'll talk to the druid. Does he specify the reason why he has to go to the Purple Rocks? Does he know, or does he just know he's got to go there?
There's something going on with the fish. I'm going to go and talk to them.
Okay.
And so the Kraken's been there.
It's probably to do with the Kraken, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it probably aids us in our endeavours, no doubt. Let us set sail.
Okay, so yeah, you head out.
Yep.
It's going to take just over a day to get to the region around Tertona. So let me give you a long rest.
You may as well assist him in whatever he needs to do, because it's going to be 400 miles to the next point, and we're not going to make that in 9 days.
Hmm.
How far is it by ship, Captain? 400 miles. How many days?
With good winds, are about 4, maybe 5.
4 or 5 days. So that would give us about 4 days to spare. Okay.
We're good. It's doable.
We might cram it in.
Yeah, we
mid
might
boss
be able
fight.
to.
Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah, we're out of here now.
Okay. So, let me just check the time.
I mean, you don't have to come with me. It's something I have to attend.
Well, miss all the fun.
Yes, I fear the keep may be under attack, though, at some point during the near future.
And if a group of monsters are planning to take over the world, then your group, your society might be a thorn in their side, and they might be looking to take your blood hunter society out.
Quite possibly, or they're after something in the archives.
Okay. So you spend most of the day hugging the shorelines of small islands north of Lost Hope. And the archipelago gives way to open water for a few hours before you see purple storm clouds up ahead. Rain begins to fall, and the jagged shape of huge rocky islands lit by lightning as you start to get closer to the island of Monmurg.
I'll stay available for the captain in case he's getting nervous, just to jimmy him along.
Okay.
It's going to be all right.
The rain begins to fall quite heavily.
Grabs the wheel. I live my life a quarter of a mile at a time.
Silly sausage.
Atticus is an expert at docking ships.
He would be if his crew weren't shit.
So where are you going to drop me off then, Commander?
Alwynos appears from seemingly nowhere, just behind your shoulder.
Where do you want to be dropped off?
Oh, a few miles outside of the town would be good.
Do you need any assistance in your task, or do you feel our presence is not needed? Because we do have other engagements.
He turns to look at you, Tiberius, and he crouches down so his face is level with yours. And he looks into your face and he says,
Righty hoey then.
Yes, well, it seems that you can't speak in Sea Bream, so I don't think you'd be much use.
Ooh, while we're on the journey, perhaps he could teach it me. I am curious to learn another language.
Okay. Means hi.
I'll spend some time with the druid. Oh no, we haven't got long. So we're there, aren't we? Right, fuck for that. Right, yeah, I'll skip talking to fish.
okay. The druid wanders off, muttering absolute nonsense to himself. Okay. You start to circle one of the larger islands. You can see the waves of the ocean crashing into the sides of the rocks. It's really difficult to see anywhere that you could actually land the ship. Can you make perception checks, please? Atticus, you can make yours with advantage.
Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, let's see if I can bloody find the right tab.
I want to learn that language.
Okay. It takes you carry on for another half an hour. The rain begins to fall more heavily, and then you see a small cove. It's tiny. It's got a very short beach of sharp shingle stones. The rain falling upon the stones of the beach under the storm clouds above makes the beach have a sort of purple colour. As the wet rock of the stones glistens.
Take him on a boat.
It doesn't look easy, but it looks like the the best chance you've seen so far of somewhere to land. The waves aren't crashing as hard or as high.
Can't we stick him in a boat?
Do we have any little rowboats?
Bound to. I
Any skiffs?
don't really want to risk the ship.
I mean, we'll take a judgment, you know, if need be. We'll send the. I mean, that's pretty standard practice. When it gets too shallow, you send in the rowboat.
So you make instructions, and you and the captain agree that this is the most likely place you could make a landing.
Nice.
I would like you to make a water vehicles handling check. Rodri can help if you wish to do it with advantage, because he's picked up enough.
I am proficient.
Give him a D4.
He's picked up enough knowledge to actually give you some useful suggestions as well. He points out in the part of the water where there's white tips on the waves, which suggests a reef just under the water and stuff like that.
You owe me a 10-second boat.
So yeah, if you want to make a vehicle handling check with advantage, Atticus.
Oh. Vehicle handling, vehicles, water with advantage.
Yeah, because Rodri's helping you spot any reefs under the surface. Oh wow, okay. You managed to get within 50 feet of the shore, much closer than you expected. One of the crew is taking soundings with a weighted rope at the front, reading off the fathoms, and he shouts out that you're at 4 fathoms, and you daren't get any closer with the force of the ocean than that. But you're within 50 feet of the shore, so you order a boat to be put over the side, and Alwynos hops merrily into it. As the boat's lowered over the side, he's standing up in the boat, facing you all, saluting as he slowly disappears beyond the taff, down below the taffrail.
He's a funny character.
And the next thing you see is the boat being pushed out from the ship, and he's on his back with his hands and his legs in the air, rocking from side to side, absolutely in no control of the boat whatsoever. But by some huge piece of fate or luck, it's caught on a wave and gently rises up onto the beach, and then you just see his head pop up from below the bow of the boat, and he waves at you.
Give him a big thumbs up.
Managed to get there all right.
Okay, and with that you quickly order the Smokestreak away from the jagged rocks of the shore.
We're an Uber now for mad druids.
Yeah.
Give us 5 stars. Yeah.
So, where now then, Commander?
Well, now we had. Have we got time to? When have we got to get to this thing? In how many days?
You have 8 days left.
Oh my
Suppose
god.
we had to see the pirates then.
Yeah, it's
If
5
we've got
days.
a teleport. If we've got a teleport.
So we're heading to the hold of the Sea Princes, are we, sir?
I think so.
See, without having a week's R&R in the harbour.
He nods and starts
Yeah.
barking out orders, though his manner seems somewhat subdued to how it was before. Okay, so you
Monmurg.
start making your way southeast to Monmurg. I would like somebody to roll a d20. In fact, I'd like 4 d20s rolling, please.
Everybody gets one.
1 each. Pew. I win.
Okay.
Would have been good to hit rolls instead.
Okay. So, You spend several days out on the open ocean. The crew seems a little more nervous than usual. Any unusual sighting from the crow's nest is immediately met with swift action from the crew. You do spot some sails to the east on one day, and the shout comes down that they're crimson sails. And a nervous hush falls across the crew as they take to action stations, but the sails, after a few hours, don't appear to be getting any closer, and slowly throughout the day, the air of tense nervousness begins to ease. And then, it's just this.
Oh, good roll for 62d20.
In the early morning on the fourth day, you see cliffs rising up in front of you.
What were we going to see the pirates for?
We need to speak to Shepherd Hamdatorian and find out. We've got to speak to the bloke about the Black Armada.
Right.
And we've got the seal of the Archduke and a letter to give us safe passage through the Pirate Isles.
Okay.
Someone's done their homework.
These isles, the weather becomes warm. Much of the crew strip off their tops as the weather gets warm throughout the day. As you're now heading into the southern reaches of the Azure Sea, the water has taken on a deep iridescent blue-green colour. From this distance, the islands have shores of white and tall cliffs topped with swaying palm trees. There's strange smells on the air. You feel like you're sailing into the stories of your childhood as you head into the pirate kingdoms. You see a few ships, but you're flying the grey colours now, the neutral grey colours. Any identifying marks of the Empire have been stripped from the ship and removed as you head towards Monmurg on the island of Midleskia Skerry.
Love being at sea.
The town of Monmurg is one that you know very well from dockside tales. None of you have ever been there, but from what you understand, this large town, the nature of your business doesn't really matter as long as a mess isn't made. It's the primary port of the Hold of the Sea Princes and one of the most cosmopolitan places on the seas. If you have money or goods to trade, it's said you'll be welcome in Monmurg, though all that dock there must pay the black tax on top of any deals that are made. Survival and profit are the driving forces of the town. It's affectionately known as the diamond of the Azure Sea, but at best, it's a rough, uncut gem. As you start to sail into a huge harbour, you see the city of pirates spread out before you. It often conjures romantic images of a magnificent port metropolis with majestic merchant galleons with bright sails and dashing swashbucklers who greet their enemies with a playful wink and a tip of the hat. But in reality, the smell hits you first. Monmurg's anything but that. It's a dirty dive with filthy streets, squat buildings, ramshackle docks, creaky old longships and crass pirates thinly disguised as sea traders. As you approach the docks, you see all kinds of folk. You see Kenku, you see goblins, you see gnolls, you see huge hulking Carcarian mixing with the humans on the docks.
It's like parking a Lamborghini in the East End.
It's gonna have no wheels when you come back out.
Yeah.
Your boat's just gonna be there on some bricks. What else do you know? You know that there's two areas to the city. The major port is called Baytown, and there's a strict no violence policy there, which is rigorously enforced. all are expected to abide by the Pirates' Code whilst berthed in Monmurg. The city is surrounded by large stone walls dotted with guard towers equipped with catapults and ballistae that could fire on any ship trying to enter the port. Okay. We share a...
Find somewhere to dock, Captain.
Run away, Alfie. Run away.
Just bear with me 1 second.
Run away, little man. Run away, buddy. Run away.
He's not going to want to see you.
Dying for a splash.
Run now, little man.
Cheers, mate.
He's a good boy. Cheers, good boy.
Oh, it's loaded now.
Okay. Let me share that.
Oh, wee wees.
There we go. Can you see your pin on there as well?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So you sail into the main harbour past a large white lighthouse that guards the entrance to the port. There's a huge bell that rings as you sail in. The docks just to the south of you are a hive of activity. You know that the area to the south is Baytown, the largest district of the city, and those on the crew fill you in on this. If the rest of you haven't heard, but Baytown is the most cosmopolitan area. It's where most of the trade is done under the auspices of the Sea Princes. They also show you a copy of the Pirates' Code, to which all people in Monmurg are expected to adhere.
See.
Just give you a minute to read through that.
Beside the heat of the battle on the high seas, all crews shall be as one. Disputes are settled on the waves. In port, none shall dissent or quarrel against another crew. Every engagement shall be settled by sword and good seamanship with honour. Your crew is your family. The bond of your crew is sacred. Those who betray this bond shall be marooned or killed. Everyone is of the same value. All members of the crew have equal rights to fresh or preserved provisions, drink, and many plunder discovered or seized during the crew's actions. Be ready for anything. Any crew member that does not keep their arms and equipment clean and ready or neglects their business shall be cut adrift and receive no share of the plunder. Captain is king. Any disobedience to the captain's orders shall be met with the lash, marooning, or death on the captain's discretion. And I can't read that one. These articles of the code shall be enforced by the captains of the Sea Princes on behalf of the shepherd. All rights to plunder exist only after payment of the black tax. There we go.
Oh. So it seems like this shepherd is the head honcho here.
Well, we need to speak to him. So I guess that's his castle up there on the hill. We'll go and find somewhere to dock, and then we'll have a wander.
How many criticals I got on that one? Fucking hell.
Yes, let's berth.
Get my flute out and start playing it on the bow of the boat as we start coming in.
Captain Alwynos comes over to you, and he's changed. He's got a big scar down his cheek where there wasn't one before. One of his teeth is missing. His clothes are ragged.
Captain Malore, you mean?
Yeah, Captain Alwynos.
Okay.
Yeah. Right then, sir. We better head into Baytown.
What's with the fancy dress, Captain?
They're gonna come aboard the ship and they're gonna search it for plunder when we dock, and we'll be charged a black tax for anything we've got that doesn't belong here.
Will our coin be safe?
If it's on your body, yes. If it's in a chest, then they'll take 10% of it.
No, I don't think we can carry everything we picked up.
bulging with fucking
Yeah.
gold.
Leave nothing!
We should all carry as much as we possibly can.
You just chink with every step that you take through the city. All eyes turning towards you as you do so.
Let's see what...
So I still don't get the link between paying taxes and.
Well, we didn't earn those taxes.
I just gesture at him his outfit.
We didn't earn the money on the sea.
That doesn't matter. And I've been here before. I don't want to be recognised.
No. It's a tale for another time.
Everybody keep their eyes sharp. I shout to the whole crew.
The Smokestreak turns and makes its way up to a dock where it's waved in by several rough-looking people. A large car carrion, some 8 feet tall, strides down the dock towards the ship. His black jet eyes rolling in their sockets with every step. He opens his mouth wide. You can see rows upon rows of jagged teeth inside as the huge shark man walks towards the Smokestreak.
Blah, 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 blah,
You're gonna try and talk
at the edge
to
of the gangplank.
You
Go
just
stand at the edge of the gangplank.
Who's the captain here?
Can you hear me, Neil?
You're going to the edge of the gangplank, yeah.
Right, sorry, yeah, cool.
Who be the captain?
I'll point at Mallet.
Uh,
Stand there.
yeah, Aldred Mellor strides forwards. That'll be me, sir. Please welcome aboard the Smokestreak. Come aboard, we have the taxes laid out and ready in the captain's cabin. The Carcarian turns and gestures with one fin at 2 pirates who are also standing on the deck, and then he starts to walk up the gangplank towards you, Mark,
Okay.
to get up onto the deck of the boat. As he steps onto the gangplank, it bows really badly, almost as though it's about to snap under the weight of this huge creature.
Only gets to me, I'll pause a second before I move to the side.
You break it, you buy it.
Just to make him stop.
He stops and he turns down at you, and his nose twitches as though he's sniffing.
I just move to the side. I look up at him for a second.
It's really
and then move to the
disconcerting
side.
looking at him. His eyes are just jet black balls and they roll seemingly unattached to anything in their sockets. It's really difficult to tell if he's looking at you or not. After a moment, he strides over towards
Goofy,
Mullor.
gappy mouth.
Mullor bows before him and then leads him over towards the captain's cabin.
Trip him up.
Oops.
Okay. You're free to leave the ship if you wish.
Yes, we shall let them get on with what they've got to do. Captain has
Still have
this
a
in
wander
hand.
around. We don't need an inn because we'll sleep on the ship.
Okay.
But let's go and have a wander around.
Okay, you head down into the streets of the city, which are stinking, sewage running in shallow streams down the middle of the main roads. It's an assault on all the senses. Smell, sight, sound, even touch. Everything is covered in salt and grime. Where would you like to head?
Make sure we've got the as we leave. Make sure we've got the archduke's seal and the letter.
Yeah. Okay.
That you gave us.
First, we find an inn to find out where the what's his face can be found.
Can we not ask the big shark dude where we can find him?
He's wandered off into the cabin with Captain Mullor. You can go.
There's any
go
other
in and
rumours as well.
Yeah, I'll
We should
go in and
really
ask
visit
him.
an inn.
I say, excuse me, Harbour Master. Please know where we can find, what was his name?
Shepherd.
The shepherd.
Let me just take your.
I'm a tutorial.
Oh.
Oh,
Shepherd.
Shepherd, why do you want to know?
We need some advice. We heard this Duke sent us to see him. It's not important to you. It's above your pay grade, to be honest. But we need to see him. It's of almost urgency.
He turns to face you.
You won't get
Yes.
into the Purple Palace without the correct documents.
How would one acquire those correct documents?
I think we've got them actually.
If you need to ask that, you won't get access to the Purple Palace.
Oh yeah, we have them from the Duke. Sorry, my bad. So he's in the Purple
Like a
Palace.
whorehouse.
Okay, thank you, Harbour Master. As you were.
He snarls at you slightly. You can see these teeth as his lip moves up. His
I'll
jagged
show
teeth.
him mine.
Okay. You
Walk
forget momentarily that you're in your gnome form. And snarl back at him.
Stubby little teeth.
Okay.
Rip his fucking head off.
Okay.
I'll
where are
slam
you
the
heading?
door when I go out in like a bit of a strop.
As you leave, you can hear Malor go, just apologise. I'm very sorry about that, Harbour Master.
So sorry.
As I hear that, I'm going to open the door again and I'm going to slam it again. Right,
You
I'm
just
gonna do
hear
it
a
10
long
times.
sigh coming from the other side
I'm
of the
going
room.
to keep opening the door and slamming it.
The docks by now, walking towards the city.
Okay, so whereabouts are you heading?
Just
Up
gonna
to the
try and
castle.
look for signs of an inn.
The city, as you start to walk down the streets, rapidly becomes a labyrinth, and you can't help but feel slightly claustrophobic as you wander between the narrow streets with the bare houses pressing in on all sides. You do find directions to a place called the Rusty Cutlass to the southwest of where you are, or there's the Pleasure House of the Laughing Rogue, which is over to the east.
I think we should go up to the castle. That's obviously where he's going to be.
Should also get some rumours and sense of the place before we just march into the castle, Roderick.
If you want a drink, fine.
No, I don't want to drink. I want to gain some intelligence.
Okay, let's get some intel.
So where are you heading?
See which is ever's the closest.
About the same, to be honest.
Oh, are they?
One's to the east, one's to the southwest.
Okay, let's have a look. The one that was to the southwest, because that seems closest to the castle.
Okay. You head down to the southwest, and you soon find the Rusty Cutlass. It's a large 3-story, half-timbered building. And as you approach, you can hear the noise of the clientele from some distance off. It's got a small fenced yard with dwarf wrought iron tables and chairs which are bolted to the floor. And you can see in the yard there's some gnolls sitting and talking and laughing with some human sailors. As you approach, the door flies open and a dwarf comes flying out of the door, his arms and legs pinwheeling through the air as he lands a good 15 feet away. He picks himself up, dusts himself off, and walks off.
Well,
Looks like a good place to drink.
Head in to the bar.
You head in. It's
Have an ale, please.
despite being around, I believe it's around midday. Yeah, it is. it's quite dark in there, and it's stiflingly hot. There's a there's an iron chandelier hanging from the ceiling, though the candles don't seem to shed much light. It seems to be constructed from some great iron anchor, bigger than any you've seen before. There's the main common room, and there's several very dark alcoves off in the walls around the outside. There's people laughing, playing games, dice games. There's a fight breaks out in one corner, and it's over very quickly. What you do notice is no one draws any weapons and no blood is drawn.
Okay, to the bar.
Okay, yeah, you head to the bar.
Can I grab an ale, please?
Okay, there's a half elf behind the bar with who's missing his left ear. He grunts at you. Ale.
Grab it.
La-di-da.
Grab that, sit down.
Okay. He charges you a copper piece.
Let me mark it off. I just sit and listen to the conversations around me.
Okay, bear with me.
Copper piece, copper piece. I'm gonna turn it. Got it. 31.
Okay, just bear with me 1 second.
No. What have I done?
Right, can you roll
Let me get
2 percentile dice for me, please?
percentile. There's 1. 2. Oh my god, what are the chances?
Yeah, you can roll one of them again. Okay, you're sitting there minding your own business, and someone bumps into the table and a fight starts to break out between 2 sailors who are arguing about what happens at the edge of the Great Deep. You know the Great Deep is the great ocean that surrounds all the islands of the Azure Sea. Many people have endeavoured to travel out into the Great Deep to see what's there and find new lands, but none of them have ever returned. And one of the sailors is insistent that at the edge of the Great Deep there's an insurmountable wall of ice that surrounds the entire world. But the other is insisting that the water just falls off the edge of the world at the edge of the Great Deep in an unending waterfall above the stars. And they just start fighting over this, arguing over
Okay.
which of them
I'll
is
make
right.
sure I keep an eye on them and stay out of the way.
Something a bit more interesting is you hear a gnoll talking to a small Carcarian boy. This Carcarian is a hammerhead Carcarian. He's quite skinny compared to the one you saw before. And his eyes are, unlike the great white Carcarian you saw, his eyes are always blinking nervously. And the gnoll is leaning forwards and telling him the story about an ancient tribe called the Alwynos, who were wiped out by something called the Black Tide.
Okay. Allman's Black Tide.
The name the Black Tide rings a bell. You've heard it somewhere before.
Me. Does anybody else do anything? Because I'm looking at my journal for the Black Tide.
No.
I'm afraid. Well, this is your ballpark, Atticus.
Actually, Kat, can you make a history check for me, please?
Sure thing. Oh, my history's not great.
You're sure you've heard the term the Black Tide as well, though you can't remember off the top of your head what it was, but you're sure you read about it in some book you found in Saltmarsh. Something about the Pearl of Putrescence was related to the Black Tide.
Let me go back here. Black Tide, Black Tide. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Can't find anything in my notes.
Go back quite a way.
You remember talking to Kaladek about the Pearl of Putrescence?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know what the Pearl of Putrescence is, but
Anyway, you don't pick anything else up from that. What you do learn, however, is that the Purple Palace is not in Baytown. It's in Mother's Birth, the area of Monmurg to the northeast on the other side of the river.
What's that big keep on the map? Is that it?
because that's to the west, it's to the northeast, in the more densely populated part in the northeast.
Yeah, on the other side of the river.
It's going to be that thing in the water, isn't it?
Big castle, isn't it?
We
On the left.
go do some fishing. What time of day is it?
It's just after noon.
Let's take the rowboat out into the bay to do some fishing and do some reconnaissance, see if we can see it. See if it's obvious.
Okay. So you have your drink and then you head back out towards the ship.
But head back to the ship. Merlo, we're going to take the rowing boat out and do some fishing.
Right, sir, before you do, I'm afraid we had a bit of an issue with the harbour master.
What happened?
Seems he found a bag of 1,000 gold pieces that I didn't know you had. He took 10% of it.
Fine.
No, I thought
It's
it
not
was.
your fault you didn't know about it. That's fine.
It's only what they're due.
He got his pieces of 8.
Right, that was it. Sorry.
That's okay.
Captain.
If he wants to come back and make something of it, then we'll deal with him accordingly.
Don't worry about it, Captain. Sorry we didn't tell you. Can you have the rowing boat lowered?
Yes, of course.
Okay, you're taking the rowboat out. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd take some fishing lines as well, so we've got some cover. It looks like we're fishing,
Okay. Where are you heading?
and take some bait, pretty much to the centre of the bay, towards the northeast-ish, but centre of the bay, to do some recce, see if we can see which building it is.
Okay,
If
you
it's
look
obvious.
out at the at Mother's Birth on the other side of the harbour. It's the walled northern section of the port of Monmurg. The buildings are like a weird reflection of those to the south, except that they're all much better appointed. Some of them even have gardens. They're painted in bright colours. The streets look clean. You see several large ships berthed there, huge galleons. Atticus, you recognise the names of a couple of them as being famous, being used in raids on the Imperial Navy.
Okay.
Can you make a perception check for me?
Yes, let's do
You do spot to the east of where you are now, on a low hill, peering over the rest of the city and looking like a garish gemstone, sitting on the edge of a cesspit. A large house, courtly house, which is covered with flickering purple lights and gilded windows.
Looks like that's the most likely candidate. Have a look at the docks areas. Does it look like there's much toing and froing, or if us docking there would cause a bit of a...
Yeah, it's always busy. It's not as busy as the as Baytown, though.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be like out of the ordinary if a boat docked.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we row over there and have a look.
Okay.
Unless anyone's got objections.
Nope.
Okay, you head over. All the houses are built very close to the water's edge here. You have to row past a lot of buildings before you find somewhere that you can pull the boat directly up onto the beach.
Okay.
There's a pale white sand beach with low buildings overlooking it.
Okay, I see where we are on the map.
Okay. Okay, you pull the boat up. You heading up towards the Purple Palace?
Walk in that general direction.
It's much quieter here, and the few people you do see seem to be much better dressed, wearing brightly coloured robes and silks. A lot of them have long moustaches and beards which are finely combed and interwoven with gold thread.
It's like this is where the money is.
You head up and you can see what must be the Purple Palace up ahead. But despite the flickering purple lights and gilded windows, the garish decor can't hide the strange sense of quiet dread that falls on you as you approach. The sense of unease grows as you spot something lying under the eaves of a palm close to the base of the cobbled ramp that leads up, past the hanging banners of the sea princes, to the huge gate at the front of the palace. It's a body, and it's not moving.
Head up towards it then.
Okay, just bear with me one second.
Let's find out what the fuck's going on.
Ooh, more error messages.
Sorry, that was...
More error messages.
Yeah, don't know what's going on here. I'm getting them as well now. Don't know. You might get a couple more in a second. Sorry.
No problem. Game's still
There's
working.
one. And another. Okay, hopefully that'll be the end of them.
There we go.
Another.
Okay.
Feel any compensating?
On the top. Please, Carol.
When anything left.
Between the two large stone towers at the base of the hill, a cobbled path leads up to a set of huge wooden gates, painted in a garish mix of purple and gold. On each side of the path stand poles displaying huge banners that show the flag of the Sea Princes.
Ooh.
Yeah, head up closer.
Okay.
Sexy.
There's a body lying just over the lip of the low hill by the gates.
Head up there quickly.
Okay. Yep. You head up there.
Check out the body. Kneel down.
The body is wearing a light leather jerkin. It's wearing a silk pantaloons with a sash across the chest. It's been stabbed deeply in the belly.
Okay, so check the front of the house. Is it a guard that's dead? Is the front door open?
Well, it doesn't look like the sort of guard you would see in
A pallet.
in the Empire, but it could be a guard. It looks like a well-dressed buccaneer of some kind.
Okay, so can we see the main entranceway to the Purple Palace?
Yeah,
Does
have you not got the
does
map?
Yeah. Does his uniform bear the mark of the Purple Palace? Perhaps, maybe.
No, it doesn't. No, it's just plain.
I'm going to walk up to the doors and open them.
I've got loads of errors as well.
Are you still getting errors? Or are they old errors?
I've just clicked to close on. I didn't see.
You move up to the gate, and you expect them to be locked, but you approach and you
Don't
just
tell
gently
me with
push
your
them,
brush, Richard.
and they swing open
I'm a monk. It has been years.
to reveal a. Let me just. Okay. Yeah. They swing open to reveal a courtyard. Large braziers burning with a purple flame light up the stone walls of this inner courtyard. A well sits next to a flight of stone stairs that leads up to the keep roof, and half-open crates of various provisions lie near the walls. Across the courtyard, a huge set of double doors bearing gold pull rings leads into the main keep.
I'll start to make my way to the big, impressive double doors.
Okay.
Left behind the stone.
Is anybody else moving in, or?
Yeah. I was just looking back at my notes.
While
Rodri.
Rodri's marching over, I'm just going to try that door and have a little open it and peek in.
Okay. As you all enter the courtyard, can you all make perception checks, please?
See if that door's locked. Signs of forced entry somewhere, maybe? I don't know what I'm looking for yet. Perception. Watch out.
Atticus and Kat, as you enter the courtyard, there's a familiar sound on the edge of your hearing. It's a sound of clashing swords. It appears to be coming from the north.
Okay, looks like we're in time for the party.
Good.
Get these doors open. Sort this out. See if there's nowhere. See if this is
I
where we
am
need
going to preempt the...
Sorry about the errors.
Network
guys.
error.
I don't know why that's happening. Sorry.
No, it's alright.
Another one.
Closed, so it pops up for a second.
Preemptive.
Okay.
Oh, very good.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to cast my fiery blood curse on the way up. I lose 3 hit points now. You watch, they'll just be dueling.
You'll charge in, and they're like just, yeah.
Ah, very good, sir. I see your sword arm has improved. You insult the honor of my lady. I am looking for...
Any signs of life? Can we hear anything?
Yeah, you can hear. So you approach the doors near Rodri. You can hear clashing swords from
Oh,
coming
yes,
from
of
within.
course, the swords.
You killed my father. Prepare.
Head in, quick.
do these doors open?
They do swing open. Yes. Just bear with me 1 second.
Good.
And if there's attackers, we'll try and work out who's who and attack the people who aren't.
They
the
open to
princes.
reveal a stone corridor with a door opposite, and the sound of fighting can be heard from beyond the door opposite.
So open the door opposite.
It's locked.
Oh, God damn.
See if we can break it open, Rodri.
I'll move to there near while Rodri's trying to open the door.
Give me a hand, Atticus. Maybe we could do it together.
I've gone through the door first.
Try and force the door. Try and kick the door down.
Kat, are you
There's another-
moving or are you just standing there?
There's,
Yeah,
another,
moving.
there's another door.
Doing old-fashioned notes with a pen and paper. I can't write that fast.
Is this door also locked?
It is, but the sound's definitely coming from the other side of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to bash the door open with the help of...
Okay,
Atticus.
make a strength check with advantage if Atticus is helping.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was doing it and he was helping.
You bash the door, but it's quite sturdily built.
I will use my talisman.
See, I have
I'll
+4.
grab hold of my talisman, pack, and add a D4. Hope it's 4. Oh, it is.
Okay.
Well done.
You charge against the door. It flies open, and I will describe what you see in a second.
Somebody's giving me a little help.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Holy shit. Kashena?
The
Edsel?
distinctive sound of swords clashing echoes from inside the room, and as you enter, you see a roaring fireplace lighting up a chamber that has been decorated to suggest a captain's cabin aboard a ship. The wooden slat-covered walls are hung with various garish tapestries and gilded treasures. A slightly worn but huge sofa lies on a massive bearskin rug. In the middle of the room stands a tall and imposing figure with a rakish grace. He is obviously a flamboyant soul with a beard painted in the shades of bright blue and green to resemble a
It's a
chaotic sea.
monkey.
He wears bright colours. Purples and reds seem to be a particular favourite. Yeah, sure.
Which one's he? Let's have a look.
I want to do him.
His face is his face is flushed with a maniacal grin, and blood drips from a deep cut on his forehead. He wields a long rapier, swinging it with flourishes at the other figures in the room. Rearing up in front of the man is an abomination, a huge serpent at least 8 feet high. Blue scales run down its back, bisected by a line of red, and its eyes are strangely human and intelligent. Next to the creature stands a man wielding a sabre. He grins at the injured pirate.
Time to pay the blood debt, shepherd. Kishnenner, finish him.
There's a loud retort and the whistling of a ricocheting bullet. It's then that you notice the small creature swinging from the chandelier above, a capuchin monkey dressed up in red pirate garb, complete with a tiny tricorn hat. He's swinging from the chandelier and wielding a pistol in one paw that's over half his own size. And into this chaos you enter. The injured man grins over at you.
Avast, mates, a pile of gold to any who can help me kill these bastard mutineers.
And with that, I would like everyone to roll initiative, please.
Aye, aye, shepherd.
I don't know why I did mine in the tower.
Okay, has everyone rolled?
Yeah.
The monkey is going first. And it's going to try and shoot
A cute little monkey.
the other pirate with its pistol. Okay, it's a chaotic pistol. If the shot misses by more than 5, the bullet ricochets around the room and makes an extra to hit attack against a random opponent.
Oh, God.
Mad monkey. Mad monkey. Oh shit.
11. What's Edsel's armor class? If it's 16 or more? It's not, it just misses him. Chatters down angrily at the man. Edsel curses up at the creature swinging from the chandelier and then attacks the shepherd with his scimitar.
Whatever you do, don't stand there.
He hits.
Ah, you blood traitors, I'll have you swinging from a gibbet, Itzel.
Atticus, you're up.
Okay.
Release
I
the
move
barrel.
through you, Rodri.
Yeah.
That was a yes, I think.
Yeah, it is a yes.
Moving to there.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Mandatorian flashes you a grin as you run in, his teeth covered in blood.
Welcome to the party, friends. Bag of gold to you if you help me.
I just nod at him, shepherd.
He sounds a bit mad.
And then I attack this thing.
Okay.
Friend!
Didn't say how big the bag was.
Okay.
There's a picture of Kishana.
Spirit
Shit.
Naga, fucking hell. Okay, I'm going to cast Thunder Wave, Neil, and direct it
Okay.
in front of me so it doesn't catch Rodri or Shepherd. I have got him targeted.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be just him. I won't be able to catch Edsel, unfortunately, because if I do, I'd hit the Shepherd, so I can't. It will just have to be this dude.
Naga Manchetti. Good. What was I going to say? Bugs.
Don't. 6 damage. Fuck all. That's my go.
Okay.
Great at 7th level, having 1st level spells that you can only cast at maximum 2nd level.
You slam your blade down into the ground. This huge wave of energy streaks out towards the huge snake-like creature. It kind of rides the wave as it buckles the floor underneath it. Rodri.
30-foot cone, please.
A what cone? Sorry.
30-foot cone. I'm basically going to do Kashana and Edsel. I think I can clip them both from here
30
without getting
foot.
Atticus.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do it.
Is that what you say when you go to the ice cream store, Dave?
Yeah, 30-foot cone, please. Yeah. Okay. So
You're gonna get. Hold on. Yeah, you can go both. Yeah.
Okay. I will cast. I'll put the fear of
Your god into him.
the upper element. Oh, I don't have a god. I don't believe in gods. I believe in power. I'll put the
Apologies,
fear of
Rodri.
the,
Didn't mean to question your faith in the middle of a fight.
I'll put the fear of the of
Slaps
the
you like a German
upper elemental
Gestapo
plane into the.
police.
Yeah.
Schweinhund.
Oh wow.
Nice, Dave.
What a shame!
Wow.
Rodri.
Hold on.
They are now both frightened. I guess I'll drop that effect onto them. Effect shame.
Okay, let me just move that to
That's
there. Let me check that they're not immune to fear. Nope, they're not. Okay.
Whilst frightened by the spell, the creature must take the dash action and move
Yep.
away from you by the safest available route on each of its turns. Attack
So
opportunity.
Edsel, first of all, just looks over at you. His jaw drops, and there's a clang as his scimitar hits the ground. He just backs away. The dash action, blimey, 5, 10, 15, 20. He smashes through he flings this door open. It wasn't locked.
If the creature ends its turn, okay. Oh, if the can it still see? No, I can't.
Okay.
I can still see him.
Oh, hold on, it's not his turn, so I don't know why I'm moving him.
No, I don't know why you're moving him.
No. Okay.
Got his turn now. What are you doing?
Kishanena rears up and hisses at you, and then turns and begins slithering away.
I'll take an attack. Thank you.
Tax of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yep, so Rodri, Atticus, and the Shepherd.
Who's going first?
You can go first.
Okay. Oh, I did that twice.
First one hit, so use that.
Okay. Yeah, it's just one's double click and one's not double click because it's hard to remember when to.
Okay, Atticus, would you like a free hit at Kishena?
With my reaction.
Targeted, I think. No, I didn't have. Let me target her. Fucking well, I didn't have a target.
You would have hit.
It would have hit.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll just do damage. There we go. Thanks.
Okay, and the shepherd is also going to have
Good old Shep.
a strike.
Go on, Sheppy.
Oh, sorry. There we go. His rapier. But he misses.
What an Aegis.
Okay, so that's okay. If she ends its turn, doesn't have line of sight.
It can make another wisdom save.
What's it need then? What's your spell attack?
It's 8 plus my
Proficiency plus your
charisma,
modifier.
which is 4, and then my proficiency. So 8 plus 7, it's 15.
15.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, she saved. So she's no longer
she saved.
frightened. Wow, that was very effective though. Okay, Tiberius.
Big gone.
Tiberius enters the room, flicking his wolf mane like Nicolas Cage from Con Air.
Yeah, get base to base with them.
10 feet.
Ah, you brought your puppy to play. Excellent.
And I shall move the rest to block his escape. And I
There
shall
you go,
target.
scampering over the
On both. On
the
four.
sofa.
Four-legged scamper.
Fuck.
Fuck again. And
Oh, I hit. One hit.
Okay, he's not really paying attention to you as you're attacking him. He's just backing away from Rodri, his eyes wide. And the fact he's backing away just keeps taking him out of your reach, and frustratedly you pounce on him and you roll him to the ground. You just pounce onto his chest, start ripping into his neck. Okay. Is that it, Tiberius?
Hey, that's me, yeah.
Cat.
Oh, I can move again, can't I?
You can?
Can I move again?
Yeah.
I moved 10 to there. What was it to there? It was 15, so that's 25. So I've got another 10, so I'll move out into the corridor.
Okay. Cat.
Okay, I'm going to head into the corridor if I can move past Blizz Rodri.
certainly. Yes.
Just move there so I can see. Thank you.
Ow! You're on me.
Sorry. Pardon.
Carry on.
10. And I'll move to there.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm going to target Mr. Snaky.
Can you see it?
I can.
Nice.
And I'm going to cast Voodoo Doll, which is a cursed invocation. And I'm going to use 5 hex points. So
Oh,
it'll
wow.
be 5d6.
Okay. Took him off.
Three,
I'll hex you for that
3,
one. I'll
Whoa.
hex you for that. I'll hex you for that one.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
that's 5, isn't it?
6, I think.
3. It's right, I unticked one by accident,
Oh,
so I've just got 5. That's 5d6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh,
Okay.
shit.
You pull your little clay doll out from your pouch, and you summon the mystical power of the weave from the air around you. The air chills slightly as you do so. The clay becomes soft in your hands. You quickly mold it into a long snake-like shape, and then pull out a long pin from your hair and stab it down. In the corridor, the creature rears up in agony, its head swaying from side to side.
That's me, thank you. That's a terrible roll.
Accidentally sculpts Tiberius's penis. Oh.
Snap.
She had too much clay for that. You're all right.
Oh.
Kern, get down here, you good-for-nothing idiot! The capuchin monkey hisses at the shepherd, but then leaps down from the chandelier and sits on his shoulder. Kishener! You'll pay for this, I swear it! He starts running to the doorway. To there. Okay. Kern is sitting... I'm going to take him off the map, but he is sitting on Hamandatorian's shoulder.
Oh, he's so cute.
So he is going to shoot his pistol at the snake from Hamandatorian's shoulder.
The monkey's going to take a shit down Edsel's neck.
Nice.
Nice.
Discharges the pistol right next to his ear. Sometimes.
This time his aim is true, he's not swinging on the chandelier, but indeed, Hamandatorian turns and curses at him. "Ah, you little fucker, me ears!" Okay, Atticus, you're up.
Okay. Crowd in there. I'll go back out this way
Okay.
and along this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then to there. I think that's as far as I can move. Don't think I can move any further. That's it. I'm going to fire my gun at it.
Okay.
I think I've still got it targeted. Yes.
Solid.
Better than nothing.
Okay, again it rears up, hissing at the bullet's impact. Okay, nice. Rodri.
I can see it. I've got it targeted.
Davy Jones.
So I presume I can see it.
Not necessarily. Can you see it on the map?
Yeah.
If you can see it on the map, you can see it, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to follow up with 2 bolts of bright, shining white light. Yes. And
Hit. Okay.
I'm going to move to there first.
Okay.
I'm gonna move
Bolts of bright
the
light
bed.
scream past Hamandatorian's head, slam into the snake beast.
I'm done.
Okay. Okay, let's have a look.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's the shepherd, Rodri, and Cat. Okay, shepherd, Rodri, and Cat. The snake suddenly hisses, its eyes glow. And then with a crack of thunder, a lightning bolt rips across through the air. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
How much is that? How much is it? 32. I'm going to use my reaction
I don't like a reaction.
to encase myself
Mm-hmm.
in a shield of the same kind of bright light I shot out of my staff.
Okay.
And use a Tome of Avistus and soak it.
And what does that do?
I soak 70.
So
But I'm
70,
incapacitated.
70?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh
But I'm
my
incapacitated.
god. That's insane.
Nice. Fucking out though. Let's check out the party sheet. Oh,
Okay,
okay.
yeah, 10 points per warlock level. Okay, but you're okay. It does have some side effects, Dave, to be fair. Okay. Dave suddenly becomes like a statue of ice. It's encased in like inch-thick ice. It absorbs electricity, which shatters all around him and spreads out across the floor. He's unhurt, but he can't move. He is frozen in place. Take that off you. There you go. Wow. Tiberius.
Where's you think you're going?
Mm-hmm.
I will move around to the rear of it. 15 to there. Is that the rear of it?
Yeah.
Will it go more? And then I'll move into this square here and attack it. On its flank. Not that that makes any difference. With fire. Fists of nothing. Yes.
Have it.
Oh, the misses today. Terrible
Wow.
again.
What's
Changing
going on?
die.
Okay.
I'm finished, thank you, Neil.
You're finished. Okay, Cat.
Okay, I'm going to move into the corridor.
Okay.
Please.
Right. I can't see your movement.
There's a door there. You'd have to be.
Door's
through the
open.
door.
Is the door open or?
I'm not sure.
No,
How's that?
Hold on. I'll move it. Hold on.
It's shut now.
Yeah.
It's open.
I can't see the door.
There you
Do stand in the way. Thank you. And I will cast.
Yeah.
Let's see on heavy. I'll just do a firebolt, please.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Okay,
That's
the
me.
snake with an undulating movement ducks under the bolt, explodes against the wall.
Can I move? Because I missed.
Actually, what you can do, as your firebolt misses, the shepherd is standing right next to you and goes, "What the fucking hell do you call that, you landlubber? You can do better than that. I ain't seen such lily-livered patheticness in all my years. Try again, sailor!" And inspired by his insults, you can make a reroll to the attack.
Oh.
Nice. Inspiration.
In that case, I will use.
He has an ability called Shape Up, you dog.
Nice.
Okay, in that case, I'll use Witch Bolt at level 2.
Okay.
Thank God for that, right? Better than nothing.
Okay, the snake-like creature is looking quite injured now. It's lost several of its scales. There's a trail of blood on the floor.
Victorian, you can't escape the Scarlet Brotherhood forever.
Well, we bumped
How
into
was
them
that,
before.
Shepherd? Was that better?
I'll do for a cabin boy.
That's rude.
Roger.
He
cabin
pushes
boy.
his way past you. And is going to stand there. And he's going to make 3 attacks.
Really good
2 with his
sexy.
rapier first. This guy knows how to sword fight. You can tell watching him, it's almost like he's dancing. Finally, with his left hand, he points at the thing, and the hook on the end of his fist shoots out on a chain, grabs into the neck of the creature, reels it in towards him, and he just stabs up through its neck with his rapier, and it falls to the ground.
Arr! That got the blood pumping so it did. Thank you, friends. You fancy some grog to celebrate? Come on, Kern.
Like a plan, Shepherd. We also bring news. We weren't coming just to save you.
You can tell me over a
Rodri.
drink.
As soon as my shield disappears, great big snake thing! I start firing off eldritch bolts. Oh, okay. Oh, let's go. Oh,
Yeah, just going to draw a penis on the phone.
As he wanders back into the room past you, Cat, he looks at you and goes,
What's his story? Not found his sea legs yet.
It's a long story.
All right. I'm all right.
He means well.
the shepherd goes and he lies back on the couch looking relaxed. He throws Kern up in the air, who leaps up and grabs back hold of the chandelier and goes and chatters to himself up on the chandelier, swinging from side to side again.
There's some bottles on the table, help yourselves.
Oh.
Thank you, mate. That was a
Self
little
to a
closer than I thought. The bastards got the jump on me, so they did. Now, you've got a drink? Who in the blazes are you to be walking into my palace like you own the bastard place?
I've got a letter here and a seal from the Archduke himself, which should give you some measure of the importance of our meeting you here. I'll show him the letter of introduction and the seal from the Archduke.
Okay. He snatches it out of your hands and looks at it, and then he starts laughing to himself.
So you're Beringer's lackeys, are you? Aye, well, you're useful in a fight, I'll say that for you.
It pays well.
Aye, well, in that case, I can't argue with the shine of your gold. My position here is always precarious. There's so many factions out to take my place. It's just the latest in a long line. So what does Beringer want?
He wants to know what you know about the Black Armada.
He sits up suddenly and looks interested.
The Black Armada, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we've had several run-ins with it already.
Alright then. Because you helped me out, you can leave this place with your lives intact. But you can take this message to Beringer. I ain't got nothing to do with the Black Armada. In many ways, he can see me as the lesser of many, many evils. I control the more excessive impulses of my people. Some of those who would take my palace. Some like Kasaner and Edsel. They'd unleash chaos and watch the world burn, and Amber Cove would be first. But not me. I know my place. I ain't got nothing to do with this Black Armada, but I know who does. Wolfgar. He was a member of my crew once. He went renegade a few years ago, giving up any pretense of listening to the high captains and myself. Rumor has it that he defected to another treacherous captain called Sea King Tentrix.
Ah,
who escaped the hanging in Monmurg Square and fled. Rumours abound on the seas of this new pirate armada that seems to be growing in strength. I don't know where they're based, but rumour has it they're holed up in the islands off the coast of the drowned jungle.
Junk.
I
anything
don't
else?
think I can
That
be any
fits.
more use to you than that, but you're handy lads in a fight. You could be used to me.
What are you for, Shepherd?
I need someone for a job. And
You want
in return, you can tell Berenger that when the shit really hits the fan, he might just have a pirate fleet to back up his own navy.
Then what do you need?
That cur Edsel and the spirit Nargakish Nenner. That's a worrying turn of events, I don't mind telling you. To summon a spirit Naga, there's gotta be someone more powerful behind Edsel's attack. The man could never summon such aid by himself. You help me find out what's going on, and I'll put the captains of the Sea Princes to work searching for clues about the Sea King Tentrix and the Black Armada. And if we can find their base, I'll let you know where it be.
Cross at Tiberius. How many days do we have?
7. Well,
We'll
8.
see what's going on. Whereabouts does Edsel hang out? Does he have a ship?
Well,
Where is
this
he staying?
won't take long, but it might be dangerous. Edsel was siphoning treasures and funds from the Sea Princes and refusing to pay the black tax. He's obviously been getting help from somewhere, and the missing goods he's taken were finding their way outside of Monmurg. It's a serious threat to my authority. I have an agent who's been keeping an eye on Edsel's smuggling operation. He lives in a small hut near the Rusty Cutlass Tavern. Named Scrooth. Easy to recognize. He's a Crow Kenku. You go see Scrooth, he'll tell you where the smuggling ring is. You take him out, and you'll have the help of the Sea Princes against this Black Armada.
Think. I say we do it.
So we are to become your assassins then.
Aye. And my entire fleet is to become your eyes and ears on the seas. That seems like a fair trade to me, sir.
I'm going to spend the rest of my life atoning for these sins. But if it saves the world...
Too good for this world, Rory. I spit on my hand and hold it out to shake hands with thee.
He grins at you. He's still got blood around his mouth as he grins.
Ah, you're a man of the sea and a man of honor, I see. Good luck to you. Let me know when it's done, and I'll send out the orders to the fleets.
Should we leave?
He just lies back and drinks his wine.
Take a bottle with you on your way out.
Nod and grab a bottle on the way out.
No.
And
No,
with that, as you make a deal with the devil of sorts, because my throat is killing me from doing that voice, we'll end the session there for tonight.